There are some perfect towns for every home buyer, but not every town will be perfect for everyone. I'm not telling you where you should or shouldn't move, but there are certainly some towns that would not be best for what you're looking for. We'll talk about some towns on this video and you might think, wow, that seems like the perfect town for me. And there'll be some other towns where you might think, wow, there is certainly no chance I'm moving to that town. Hi there, I'm Corey Benhart, your Philadelphia metro area realtor. I specialize in helping people just like you make the move to this great area. All of my contact information is down in the description below, and let's get started. Despite being one of the most well-known towns within the Philadelphia suburbs, this town might not be best for you if you're looking for a town where you can get the most bang for your buck. Doylestown certainly isn't the most cost-effective area, but it certainly is not the most costly across the suburbs either. It really is a good mix right there in the middle. The average sales price of a home in Doylestown is $627,350. Doylestown is an extremely highly developed area with one of the most popular downtowns in all of the Philly suburbs. Downtown Doylestown is full of amazing locally owned shopping and dining. There's tons of great yearly community events, museums, parks, and so much more. You might not want to consider living in Doylestown if you don't want to deal with tons of people enjoying the town that you live in or having to pay more for a home because the area is so desirable. If you want to live in a quiet town where there's not much to do, not many people, and really not much going on, Doylestown might not be on your list. If you would prefer to live in more of the opposite of what Doylestown is, let's take a look into Harleysville, Pennsylvania. If you don't want a home that has a lot of land, or if you would prefer a town that isn't a little more remote, Harleysville might not be so great for you. Harleysville has significantly grown over the past 5 to 10 years, mostly because it is a little bit more remote than other towns, but looking at the overall location of Harleysville, it still is very close by to so many great towns and other great things to do. If you want a fully finished town, meaning that there are no more new construction developments being built, no more new businesses coming in, and not really many new people moving into the area, Harleysville might not be at the top of your list. If you chose to live in Harleysville, you would be pretty close to Souderton, Pennsylvania, which is another smaller town with a little bit of a main street area and a mix between Harleysville and Doylestown. Unlike Doylestown, Harleysville is on the little bit more affordable side when it comes to housing because it is still growing, it's still spreading out, and a lot more new construction homes are being built there. So the average sales price of a home in Harleysville is $506,368. It's not only more quiet and remote, but it's also more affordable as long as you don't want a town with tons of things to do or a town that really has a strong community feel. Keep in mind that these average price points for a home include everything from a small condo to a multi-million-dollar house. So of course, depending on what type of home you're looking for, this average price point can drastically change. The next town that you might not want to consider is Exton, Pennsylvania, if you're not looking for a town that is full of shopping centers and strip malls. If you prefer a centralized downtown walkable area, Exton might not be best for you. Exton unfortunately doesn't offer that suburban downtown charm that most people are looking for when they move out to the suburbs. Exton has plenty of new construction homes with tons of land, so if you're looking to be in a smaller, tight-knit community, Exton might not be best for you as well. Since Exton is kind of a commercial hub with all of the large chain stores, the traffic can sometimes be an issue as well, especially around Route 100 and Route 30. If you're looking for a town with an abundance of new construction housing options, this next town probably isn't for you. Bryn Mawr is the definition of an old school Philadelphia suburban town. Bryn Mawr is one of the most well-known towns in the Philadelphia suburbs, not only for its homes, but because of some of its residents, which is made up of athletes, actors, CEOs, etc. If housing affordability is something that's very important to you, Bryn Mawr might not be best for you. The average price of a home in Bryn Mawr is $837,464, with multiple homes well above $1 million. If being neighborly is very important to you and you love the nearby interactions that you can have with your neighbors that you live next to, well, Bryn Mawr might not be best for you because most of the homes are not just surrounded by fencing, but also tons of shrubbery and trees as well for tons of privacy. For the most part, you can't even see most of the homes in Bryn Mawr if you're driving on the street. If living very close to a large city isn't the type of atmosphere that you're looking for, Bryn Mawr certainly might not be best for you because it is only a 20 to 30 minute drive out of center center city Philadelphia. Since Bryn Mawr is also very popular for those that travel into the city every day for work, if you're not likely to want to deal with rush hour traffic in and out of the city, then Bryn Mawr again might not be best for you. This next town that we have to talk about is Media, Pennsylvania. And if you're looking for a town with wide open space, tons of homes on acres upon acres of land, Media is not good for you. Media is a part of the Main Line, which is a cluster of towns in the Philadelphia suburbs that are known to be in upper scale suburban towns. If you don't care for a town with a very strong community base with an incredible downtown walkable area, Media might not be best for you because this town has all of that. If you don't need to commute into Philadelphia for work or any of the other surrounding business friendly towns, then it might not make sense for you to live in Media because Media is close to so many of the large business towns, of course, including Philadelphia. This next town is one that's actually pretty famous. New Hope, Pennsylvania is one of the most well-known Philadelphia suburbs. It's not just well-known amongst Pennsylvania residents, but also New Jersey and New York residents as well. New Hope is right on the Pennsylvania-New Jersey border and not far away from New York City at all either. If you want to live in a small downtown suburban type environment, but you don't want to deal with tons of tourists each and every day, well, New Hope might not be best for you. If you're looking for a large suburban town where it feels like a mini city, especially because you can go and walk around without seeing some of the same residents often, New Hope probably isn't for you because although there are tens of thousands of tourists that visit New Hope every single year, when it comes to the residents, there are only around 2,600 residents. So it is very likely that this quaint town is full of some of the same people that you'll see every weekend. Whether that is a good or bad thing, I'll leave that up to you. If you're not an outdoorsy person, New Hope might not be best for you because New Hope is bordering the Delaware River. So tons of outdoor activities with biking and hiking around the river and of course in the river from fishing, swimming, boating, etc. If any of these towns have stood out to you and you're looking to make the move, or if you need help to find another town that better fits for what you're looking for, I would love to help you find your perfect home. All of my contact information is below and I'll see you over on this next video.